I was waiting to get no.
I thought you had a bad mosh pit fight in the 80s.
No, when I call Chris on the phone, I say, "Oh," he says, "Oh, back."
I thought you were like, oh, it's a fucking mosh pit in 1989.
But I think he thought he was doing the right things. I said, "Nobody talking until you show the show, right?"
Absolutely.
He did that.
I told you I was nervous.
Anyway,
You'll have a great time.
did I turn this music off yet? Yeah.
I'm gonna hold this hammer. Makes me feel better.
All right. Well, welcome to the Slant. It's me, Sal Caldonado, joined today by once again Chris Brooks. Thanks for returning.
What's up?
Mike Bocchetti. It's been since November.
Wow. Yes.
High five. Look at this. Look at this.
That sandwich is phenomenal. Thank Lisa, Sal, and yourself.
What
That
sandwich?
fucking Cuban sandwich is awesome.
There was a Cuban sandwich?
Yeah.
As far as this goes, nobody knows there was a sandwich. Now we got to tell them about the sandwich. What was good about that sandwich? We were scared to give you
The
this.
thing was, fat guys like that food.
I told Lisa, you watch the baby while I go do this for a decent amount of time to be stuck with the baby. And then it runs into his bedtime. So I was like, I'm going to get you dinner tonight. So I'm going to get that Mexican place you like, you know? So I said, for you, get what you want. For Chris and Mike, I'm just going to get the Cubano sandwich I love. She said, it is, right? I thought so, but she was like, you know, she's a woman. She's intuitive. She said, can we give Mike the Cuban sandwich? He had a heart attack. I said, oh, shit.
You know what? You got to live life a little, too.
You got to eat a Cubano once in a while.
Well, I thought about when we filmed Bochetti's Basement and you were eating, I don't know if it was a gimmick, but like a whole pizza pie to your face.
No, I had like, Chris, I had pizza with double mozzarella on it, all kinds of shit in there. So I was like, you had a heart attack. I go, well, you know what? I'll have some fun in the meantime.
You only live twice.
Good to see you again, though. Thanks for coming back.
No, I'm excited about being here, so thanks.
Mike, because of Mike, my voice was heard on my favorite radio show, Jim Norton, Sam Roberts, because they played.
They're really cool.
I think they were making fun of us.
Yeah, but you know what?
And you'd be right, too.
But they could have been real assholes, too. Some people hate bullies more than anything.
I don't think they were being bullies. As some people who listen to this show have told me, I could hear you chewing nicotine gum. And so he told me he was on the show, Chris, right? So I listened to the show.
I called him. I told him, know what's going on that day, right?
They played this part where I was talking about doing comedy in Prague, and I was just like, everybody was so nice there. I wish I could find the audio. Maybe if I find it later, but I just sounded so, like I don't know. What word would you use? You stink. You smelling what I'm stinking? What do you think? What word would you use?
Flamboyant.
I was being Leo. I was like, everybody was so nice, and I didn't think they'd be, but they were. You know.
Wait, were you as flamboyant as Danny DeVito and Johnny Dangerously?
Yeah.
And he goes, "More milk fed Bill John." I know my movies, Chris.
But
I love
see that.
movies.
The host of that show, I guess the camera panned back to me in the clip that they were playing, and they go, and it just looks like Sal's chewing gum. I was like, "Fuck, Lisa Moore."
He looks like a shortstop. Yeah.
Who notices shit like that? Though? I'm not a detailed guy. Though. I never notice that kind of stuff.
Lisa notices it all the time. She's like,
Well,
can you stop chewing gum? People will email in and be like, can you stop chewing into the mics? I ruin videos of my kid I take with the phone.
You know what? It's your thing. Do what you want to do.
Yeah, but it sounds like
but he does chew gum like it's a piece of porterhouse steak from Pete Luger's. It's like gnawing on it like there's more juice coming out of it.
It's a little tough.
It is.
You might as well eat an ear of corn on there.
It's almost like the gum's made of like tire scraps.
Yeah. You know how I know Chris is getting comfortable on this podcast? He's wearing civilian clothes to the show.
You can see my nipples.
You come in this house covered in paint.
No, I actually respected your house today.
I actually respected that you came like that because after work, I'm like, I can't go do what I have to do until I'm showered and dressed. So I would actually leave work early to shower and lose pay. The fact that you could just be like, no, I'm not going all the way home to shower to go all the way. I'm just going to come like this. I don't know. It's a quality that I'm trying to work up to.
Yeah, well, I have a quality that's something like similar to that, but when I shit, I need to shower.
Oh, you were talking about that last time you were here.
So it's the same kind of concept, just different times in the day.
Every time this man takes a shit, he has to shower immediately.
That's a good habit, though. You clean as anything.
Yeah, but it's kind of like, I have some OCDs. And sometimes,
so do I. Look who you're talking to.
Oh, that's right. You're like clinically OCD.
Wait, time out. I'm the normal one here?
The most normal.
Okay.
Don't take too many liberties. You're the most normal person here.
You're the shit of the shit.
But I get, what if you're at a restaurant?
I was so accustomed to just showering. Getting naked, taking a shit, jumping in the Like a gorilla. Just shit in the woods.
So you always had baby wipes when we were at work together?
Yes.
You never
Always.
shared any. I needed baby
Because
wipes.
you never asked. Jose got them. Shout out Jose. Frank Jackson used them.
It's fair. Frank Jackson.
Yeah. Gave him a couple baby wipes.
You know Frank Jackson's neighbor, Mike. What's his name? Joe. The Staten Island comic. Does a podcast out of the Comedy Cellar.
Oh, Dan Adamant?
Nope. There's another one. Is there a Joe or a Mike?
Joe Botnick?
Oh, Papatone. It's an Italian name. Mangione. They made one of those.
Joey Pepperonis.
So many paisanos in there, so I don't know.
I should really know, but
Well, what's he look like, though? Does he look like Joe Pesci?
I don't think he's a little shorter.
Hey, Henry, where's my podcast?
So, Chris,
That was good.
You couldn't make it last week, right?
No, I could not. I was working.
You worked out late. There was an inspection that had to get done. So you
Yes.
had to get that done. And then the basement flooded 2 days later.
Yes.
How did that happen? How did it pass inspection and it floods 2 days later?
They can't do anything about the timetable, the water table they live at.
I was really excited for you to come because I had Chris Sorrentino, the host of the SLA podcast here. Mike, you know him. And I had this whole thing because I'm like OCD. In my head, I already had the episode name picked out, Dueling Chris's.
How bad is your OCD in a scale from 1 to 10?
Well, when Chris canceled on me, it kind of just broke my world.
Chris Sierra or Sorrentino?
Chris Sorrentino.
Oh, well, okay.
You get how much it broke my world? You can see my fingers, right?
Those spirit fingers.
Yeah. But you had a good excuse, though. But I actually recorded the phone call when Chris had to cancel on me. You want to hear it?
Oh, no, she's going to be pissed off at us now.
No, it was
Is this
just
my phone call?
Yeah, for the sake of the phone call, I'm
was
Dusty
this today?
Buns. I'm Dusty Buns for the sake of the phone call, and Chris Brooks is Susie Poo.
Was this today?
This was last week when Chris
Okay.
canceled. You ready? This is the phone call.
Constant.
Do you know the Earth orbits the sun?
Okay, so I know it starts with 2 6s, and then well, what is it?
Okay, let me just be clear on this. I haven't heard from you in a week, and now you want a mathematical equation that you should know so you can save the world?
Susie Poo, I promise I will make it up to you as soon as possible.
You can make it up to me now.
What?
I want to hear it.
Not right now.
Yes, now, Dusty Bun.
Susie Poo, this is urgent.
We call each other
You're saving the world.
pet
I
names.
heard you the first time, but Ged is also saving Earthsea, and he's about to confront the shadows. So this is Susie signing off.
Wait. Okay.
Not for the listener, but for us, yes. Do this.
I feel like I'm 8 years old.
Look at what you see.
Chris made me sing to him, and he still stood me up.
I feel like I'm 8 years old and being punished for some shit in school.
But I did it with a tear in my eye as I stood you up.
Make believe I'm everywhere, given in the light. Written on the pages is the answer to a never-ending story.
It's like a Disney movie. It's like Frozen.
Reach the stars.
That was a phone call. That's why I couldn't get too mad.
How can you get mad at that? That was a great episode.
You saw it?
Yes.
You watched Stranger Things
Yes.
with the Cuddle Buddy.
Yes.
Chris Sal was telling me I know you're a carpenter. He said you're a master carpenter. You could build like
Mike
cabinet. I love cabinets.
the king.
Things like that. You mean?
of Segways. Mike is the king of Segways.
No, because
What are we talking about right now?
I was going to ask you. Like,
Stranger Things.
What is Mike talking about right now?
You build, like-
Stranger Things.
No, but can you build like
Go ahead, ask him.
cabinets and things like that, like desks?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Well,
because-
he asked me if you were a master carpenter, and I said, in the realm of carpenters, he's definitely more of a master carpenter than I am. Like he can do anything in a house. And he
that
said,
is awesome.
"So
because
can he build me?"
a desk look like it was made in 1840.
And I said,
Yes,
"You know
I
what? That's something you're gonna have to ask him. I don't know how much of a woodworker he is.
I can.
Really?
That is incredible, man. Because like, I like houses that are a couple hundred years old, things like that.
So do I.
You see the woodwork in that kind of, those houses, stairways, floors. It's like
It's amazing. woodwork.
mind blowing. Am I right
Yes.
or wrong? Incredible. Just
Just
craftsmanship
appreciate,
was-
and
was
the detail and
unbelievable.
the lack
Right.
of tools they had. There was no we have powered drills and saws. It was all
I
done by
like the
hand.
glass to have in windows too. It's so weird.
I got stained glass downstairs.
Stained
You never
glass, yeah.
complimented me on my stained glass window, Mike.
What's that, Joe?
My stained glass window in my living room. Never once.
I never paid attention.
On this
I'm not a
block.
detail guy.
Every house is a stained glass window that from the original build in the 1930s.
Well,
But some houses have taken it out. I'm like, why would you
Why?
do it? I don't know.
don't leave good. Don't that's
Well, stained glass is definitely not eco-friendly.
No?
No,
Like, wow. Like right now it's polluting?
not polluting.
To make
it. As far as for your house, keeping your house cool and hot.
Well, this whole fucking house is
It's not
eco-friendly.
it's not a double pane. It's a single pane glass.
It's-
All in by lead.
Well, they put a glass pane on the outside of it to cover it up, to protect it from the outside. But I mean, I got plaster walls. There's no insulation, right? So I'm not
Plaster
very
walls.
plaster walls.
I mean, like you go see houses in Richmond Town or a couple of them hundred.
Yeah, it's pretty much where I live over
Well,
Richmond Town.
it blows my mind to see this still up and what it looks like.
A lot of it looks dirty. Like they don't maintain it well.
Like you don't have a Swifter in that 1830 house.
Yeah, and the slave
I know
quarters.
it's like one painted in 1760.
You don't see the slave quarters anymore in any of these houses.
Oh, don't start with that now.
Oh, jeez.
There's a house a couple blocks from me on College Avenue. It's a huge house, old as fuck. And somebody, I guess some Russian probably bought it to renovate it and flip it. But we went to look at it at the open house just because what the fuck. And we went into the servants' quarters, as they called it. I wouldn't change the name if I had that. I imagine having your own servants' quarters, but then you got to find servants. I don't know if there's labor to fill the quota of servants I would need.
Yeah, but unfortunately, servants didn't look like John McEnroe in those days.
Oh, no. What did they look like, Mikey? What did they look like?
I'm not going to say that. You
Ah,
know what they look like, Sal.
You got no gumption
You're
for
trying to
this
catch
kid.
me up here. I'm like a political thing. You want people to send me like hate mail and shit now. Like, we all know what they look like, Sal. There's a name, Buckley, coming by.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And there you have it.
So, Mike, have you seen Stranger Things?
No.
That's your next binge watch on Netflix, okay?
What's it like, though? It's like,
It's the 80s. You'd love it. You
Oh, the
were
80s?
It's
you
all
were-
the 80s.
you
Takes
came
place
with
in
what
the
was the
80s.
80s like there?
the first season I think is in the mid 80s or the beginning. 82.
It was 81, and then the second season's 84.
The last
Wow,
season's
that's
like
my early
85 or
20s.
Yeah,
something.
85, 86.
You love it. You came of
Early
age.
20s.
So and they filmed it like an 80s show. I mean, I'm telling people things that everybody
Are they doing whippets and smoking pot and partying?
not yet because they're like 11, but they'll get there. I'm sure in one
No,
of
they
these seasons.
They're all
By the end of
pregnant.
By the end of it, they'll be friggin' tweakers.
That episode though with the Never Ending Story, I've had that song in my head for days.
That's where that song's from.
The movie, The Never Ending Story.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the theme song to it. And I guess me and you, when I call you, you make me sing it to you to get you to come, and then you don't
Yeah,
come.
but you guys
So
were
was it
born.
Susie Q and Dusty?
Dusty Buns. It's
Dusty Buns?
Susie Pooh.
Susie Pooh.
You're Susie Pooh. I'm Dusty Buns.
Well, but the thing is, you guys were born in the 80s, right?
I'm born in '85, so I don't really remember the '80s.
I was born in 80, so
80?
yeah.
So you're not technically a millennial. A millennial starts in the 82, which
I think it
Jersey,
does, right?
man.
I really don't know.
Google told me something.
I'm the end of a. What the fuck is
You were
that?
the baby
I'm non-gender
boomers.
And the
specific
baby
though.
boomers.
You're not.
I'm non-gender specific or decade specific.
Yeah, but millennials are
82.
right? Like
82.
82
Kevin
and up.
Goatee called me out on that in this chat.
Wait, Kevin Goatee?
Yeah,
I got to meet Kevin Goatee.
you do got to meet Kevin. We got to
Oh,
have Kevin Goatee
he
back.
lives on Staten Island now?
No, who said that? Where are you
Oh, I
getting
thought
these
you
things
just said-
from?
He lives in Jersey.
You'd be you can say what those people look like because you'd be great for conservative fake news. You're making shit up. Kevin Goatee lives on Staten Island.
They didn't want to kill me on fake news, so I had to.
Mike, since I picked you up though, like an hour ago, you've been twice. You said it once to me and once to Chris, and it didn't feel any better either time.
What's that?
That you finally binge watched Breaking Bad.
I love it.
It's an amazing show, one of the best.
It's well written. It's just acted great. Everybody's a great actor.
I don't have a problem with any of that.
But I think it buries The Sopranos.
Oh,
With
Jesus
elements.
Christ.
Let me explain why.
Well, you're
right?
getting worse. You said before it's better than The Sopranos. Now you're saying it buries The
Well,
Sopranos.
maybe not buries, but it gives it a run for its money. Because here's why I think, right?
Fake news, Mikey.
Soprano, you know who he is immediately when you see him. You look, you don't have to go any further.
Yeah, he's James
That guy
Gandolfini.
is, right?
This
Such a
guy.
wise ass. I love this guy. You know exactly who he is.
Okay.
Walter, people underestimate him. Like if he walked in to fight in the parking lot, oh, what's this geek going to do to me? Meanwhile, he'd put a fucking flaming screwdriver through your throat and not think nothing of it.
Well, see, what I thought you were saying was in the show, like, you don't know that Walter's a drug
I'm
dealer.
more afraid of Walter than Soprano because you know what's going to happen.
But you know who he is, just like you know who Tony is as a viewer the whole time. But the people in the show, if I saw Tony Soprano, I would just be like, that's a fat guy in a suit. I wouldn't be like, oh, he's a, or would I? I don't know.
It
Fat
depends-
guy in a Sergio Tacchini.
Yeah,
There's
but
a lot
that
of
fat
those.
guy has 8 other big fat guys with him that don't look like they want to have fun. You know what I mean?
La Costa bypass. So you really think it was better? Is it maybe
Well,
because you,
certain elements, certain things were, because like the thing is like the thing that freaked me out the most was the father on that, right? Who played the father?
who played the?
Fuck.
You talking about Walter White?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that guy's name? I'm the worst at this. I know his
Oh,
name.
right.
That's why I'm being silent. I don't know any
Cranston.
actors or
I know his last
actresses.
name is Cranston.
If it ain't Vin
Bryan-
Diesel, I don't know.
Bryan Cranston, right? Okay, but he was also the father on Malcolm in the Middle. How could you go from
Malcolm in the Middle.
like, a goofy guy like that to fucking being a psychopath?
Can you help me out here? Did you seen both shows, right?
Yes, I haven't seen either one of them very long though.
I know, but like I haven't seen The Sopranos, but I remember the feeling it left on my soul. I don't think the Breaking Bad beat The Sopranos.
It's
Different kind of
thing.
feeling.
It's a different kind of feeling, Mike.
You want to be a drug entrepreneur, like drug lord, like make millions of dollars, and be a math teacher or a science teacher, whatever he was.
I think, but the
What do you want to own a strip club called Bang Bang and bang strippers
I
and
think the
shoot people and bury them in your backyard?
I think that the what do you call it? The Breaking Bad guys,
The Breaking Bad guys.
Breaking Bad
Coming
guys.
to you live
I think
from the meth
cartel
lab.
was made way more brutal than Sopranos people any day.
I don't know. You know what it might be? Maybe it's because of where we live geographically. I felt like you could understand Tony and his motivation. You could understand.
Somebody said that to me because if you grew up in the 5 boroughs and you have any kind of Italian blood in you, you used to see Soprano types. We're hearing about them, right?
Yes.
You don't see Walter types that much.
You could
There were
relate.
no the coffee shops. You just walk past, with your head down. You weren't going in there.
I was always scared as a kid what would happen if I used to be scared of the mafia when I was
Well,
like
listen.
8 years old because of movies. And I remember
Yeah.
my dad had this coworker. We were in a truck somewhere one day, and he said, "You want to see the mafia, kid?" And he made me taste it. No, he was this like fat guy, like sloppy, like construction worker, sweaty. And I remember I said like I'm scared of the mafia, and he was like, "You don't gotta worry about the mafia, kid. They'd sooner buy you a ticket to the movies than hurt you." I didn't understand the concept that killers could be normal people.
They are. It's just that another part of their life.
That's their job.
They can shut it
You
off.
swing a hammer, they pull triggers.
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
And
has
they
Jay-Z's
can-
new album coming out.
And they can shut it off.
Yeah, they go home, hug their kids.
Like
You got,
I could relate
you got
to
Sal
Walt-
Calvinado's fucking blood on your face. I'm still gonna kiss my kid hello.
Yeah,
That's
but you're not gonna let your wife kiss your children with that mouth, right?
No, that
No, you don't. How does that go?
Oh,
You know,
fuck.
that's why you have gumads on the side.
Because your wife can't put her mouth on you
Yeah,
because she kisses your children with
Yeah.
that mouth.
exactly.
The minute you tell your wife, "Stop what you're doing. Don't continue down there. Can't do that." You kiss my children. She knows that you're cheating on her because you're getting it somewhere else. There's nobody else. No other working stiff is turning that down.
No, the guy's going, no, this can't be.
You ain't never heard of Listerine, bitch.
You ain't kissing my kids for 3 weeks.
They have the weirdest rules. Like, no oral sex because you're gonna kiss my kids. Hopefully not right after. She's not going right into the room with the mouth full of.
Do it right before bedtime.
The kids better be in bed. That's my rule. The kids
Make sure
are in
the
bed.
kids
They have to be sleeping.
For a few hours.
And then what was the other? Remember Uncle Junior? He wouldn't go down on his girl. Don't tell anybody. They're gonna think I'm a fag.
Did he almost beat somebody senseless for making fun of him?
Something like he was an old man, but yeah, he did. I see. I haven't seen the
Somebody
show.
made fun of him and he almost killed him, beat him
Who's this?
senseless.
Uncle June's
Somebody
Who's
said
that?
something about
Uncle Junior from The Sopranos. Remember he had that hot girlfriend. Well, she wasn't hot. She was kind of older.
I
But,
gotta
it. Oh,
watch
she
it.
did, I think. Said something.
and yeah, and he said,
went
"You
after
stupid fucking blabbermouth cunt." Yeah,
That's it. He went after her.
but she told somebody
She told somebody something.
that he went down on her.
And he's like,
And when,
that's what he said, you cunt. He goes, you fucking bitch. He's like, I'm like, whoa.
I just touched my phone and I thought I hit the keyboard. I got scared for a second.
Would you hit Control Alt Delete?
No, I just missed my phone.
Yeah, but one of my favorite scenes on The Sopranos was when Ralphie died. And Soprano got in a fight with him in the house.
A lot of those killings made you upset because you kind of
I'm
like.
not upset. I kind of enjoyed it, actually.
He's like, I got Breaking Bad to watch. Fuck you guys.
So I wasn't on the other end of it, really, you know?
And also keep it going. So if I ever take time to try to pull something up, you guys feel free to just take control and start talking about stuff.
I need some Uncle Cracker.
Uncle Cracker.
Well, Uncle Cracker's like, holy shit, the early 2000s.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Look at Mikey.
Right?
Mikey timelines. I like it.
Is he still playing now?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I just only said it because it came up on the search. And
Oh, is that what happened?
yeah.
Does anybody know if Uncle Cracker's playing out there? Please email in slantshow@gmail.com.
He might be just counting his money up.
I want lawn seats at the PNC Theater. Or whatever the hell's.
Was he a young guy then, you think? Oh, no, I don't remember really.
Oh, Uncle Cracker? I'm not sure. I know I just heard him on my Pandora. He was on my Queen radio station from Pandora. I've been addicted to Bohemian Rhapsody.
I love Christ. I grew up in it. I loved it.
Did you see the movie?
No, I haven't seen it.
Great movie.
Freddie Mercury died way too young, right?
Yes.
He's gone a while.
Are you talking about the Queen movie?
Yeah, I loved that. Great. They had great music. That was awesome.
They did, but I heard that the movie was made.
Sorry.
Nothing works better for microphones than that. Thank you.
Sorry, so.
Are you all right? Your voice is.
Yeah. I don't know if this is in front of Chris, but if I was high as fuck, I'd be freaking out.
It's a Demogorgon.
I'm like, if I was stoned in pot, I'd be looking at that for 3 hours.
When was the last time you were stoned on pot?
96 or something.
Jesus, Mike.
96 hours ago?
23 years ago.
Yeah, my vices were over early. They started early, though.
Good. Mine are supposed to be good. What is this guy texting me here? Michael Jacob. That was my other work wife.
Does he have work?
He's the work wife. No, he's not. He's working in Jersey now. He's the one that told you. I used to tell him about you. Gore the God Butcher is going to be in Thor 4. Thank you, Mike, for the input right now.
I heart you.
Mike, you know what I was wondering? I never asked you about this. Before I knew you, and I used to hear about you.
Kryptonite, the same thing.
Yeah, they're your weakness, right?
Kryptonite, for sure.
What was kryptonite?
His.
It can be kryptonite to me, good and bad, depending on who it is.
So I always wondered, how does Mike Bocchetti get laid?
It's not as easy as you think. Christian told you I was honest. I don't.
Like, if you had.
You mean there's not pussy just falling out of your
I
pocket
wish
right
there
now?
was. I would be thrilled. Push you in cash in the other pocket. Really.
Doling out pussies, just throwing them into the sky, making it rain.
Well,
Like skeet shooting
Pussy?
pussy?
Range and push you in some cash.
With dildo guns?
I'm shooting it, it's going right through. But I used to wonder, I used to think about it, because you were talking about women.
But I'm very picky, though. I like a certain kind of woman.
So you're very picky.
I know what I like, though. Don't have to be a supermodel. I don't care about.
And what
that
do you do
part.
when you see it? You go over and grab it?
I pursue it.
First things first, she needs a pulse. Right?
What else does she need, Mikey?
She needs a pulse. Probably somebody born. I used to love young women, but now it's ridiculous. Though, you know what I mean? It's
Michael loves young women.
You gotta.
It depends how young. Yeah, I'm not ridiculous though. I mean,
Like 16.
that's too old. I don't want a fossil. I don't want some housewife with a fucking 9-passenger station wagon. I don't need that.
Were you flying on the Lolita Express ever? Little Epstein action?
No, maybe I don't know. Maybe someone a little younger than that.
Well, I just would listen because I didn't know you yet. I never asked you since I've known you. Like, what were your past girlfriends like?
I had a tryst or a trice, whatever you want to call it.
It's spelled like Christ, but I think it's
It
Trist
smelled like Christ. Christ.
with a T. But titas.
It rhymes with Christ, but Christ.
You have any Trice in your life, Chris?
What the hell's a trice?
It's like
Is that like a
Chris,
trifling
well,
skank? So it's called trice?
It's a better way of saying like friends with benefits.
Oh.
It was
Okay.
like a booty call.
Yes.
Some quick
Wasn't a
ones.
booty call?
With a childhood friend and sister. That's really a douchebag that I was growing up. I'm an idiot.
Well, actually, I know another man.
Wait, your childhood boys?
My childhood friend, his sister.
I know a
sister?
man who's very near and dear to my heart who might have followed a similar path, but it wasn't a tryst. It was more like put a ring on, I'm going to marry you type deal, do the right thing.
That's cool though.
Yeah, you want to know who he is? Right? Wasn't he your childhood friend's sister?
Who?
Your wife.
My wife?
Yes.
No.
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 Never mind, Mike.
My wife's brother is neighbors with my brother in Jersey.
I might have
Fouled up here a little bit.
I might have cut the
My
story.
wife grew up in Staten Island. I grew up in Brooklyn.
I thought that like she was sisters of your friends.
Yeah, her brother we played together on flag football.
So you're friends with him.
Yeah.
And it's his sister.
Yeah.
So Mike, I was right.
I didn't, but he's saying childhood, like child long
A childhood, yeah.
Childhood.
Well, how old
Not-
are you playing flag football?
I played with him probably 3 years before this all occurred.
So you were playing flag football as an adult.
Once a year for 8 weeks.
I thought adults move up to graduate to tackle football. Is what I
We're
thought.
too old. We got careers and shit. I mean, people still blowing out knees and getting concussions
Of course.
and flag football.
You're right. I mean, you want to like have your back tackled by some fucking psycho. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Did you shit talk in the scrimmage?
Absolutely.
Like I'm gonna be marrying your sister.
we don't
one
even
day.
scrimmage. We go right to the fucking live games. That's it. Everything means something.
Did you play flag football?
I
at the
played
wedding?
and almost risked my Achilles tendon just to win a
Wow.
fucking a hoodie. That's
So
it.
crazy, right? It's like
That's all I want is a hoodie.
No, today it's even weird because like everybody has prizes and trophies now. I mean, like in a game, you have like 80 fucking trophies and there's only 9 people on the team. I mean, come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, but Chris got the ultimate trophy. He got the guy he was playing with sister to be his wife. That's like, was he on the other team?
No, he was on my team.
Oh, you kind of face smashed the wrong people. Chris.
Shall
Yes, I did.
give me the shovel. Your hole's getting deeper and deeper.
My wife's texting me right now. Thanks, Sal.
What's she saying?
Oh no.
She's not.
Well, she's somebody's sister. That's what my stepdad used to say. Don't disrespect women. It could be your sister.
No,
But
he's
it's
right,
not.
though.
So the dating life, Mike. You used to talk about.
How
the
about
girl.
this, Mike? You just hit Mega Millions. You just
Yeah,
minimum
there we go.
pot. It's only $1 million. You got $1 million in your pocket right now. What's the first chick you going for? How you getting her? What's your
First
game
of all-
plan? You shaving your balls, your asshole? You going out? Like, what are you doing? You cleaning
I'm
up?
not gonna. I'm gonna try to keep it as discreet as possible about the money. Just don't say a damn thing.
So you're not gonna
Yeah.
tell her?
No,
No, you know you have it, but you could do whatever you want. You go rent a Ferrari for the night.
But you're going out. You gotta get a girl. He's asking you what girl. How would you go get her?
I get a $1,000 hooker to start the.
There we go.
So instead of jerking off and getting your first load out of the way, you can get a hooker,
Yeah, but
and then
I
you can go for the main course.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Chris, I'll go for the place where I just like where they line hot chicks up like in Vegas and you just pick them out. You know, go up the black.
Those places actually exist.
They do?
I don't know.
Oh, the
Yeah,
bunny
yeah, they
ranch. The bunny
No,
ranch.
they do. They do.
It's like in the U.S. or is it like the Philippines or something?
No, it's not a third world country.
Well, he did say younger than 16, so the
I know
Philippines.
exactly.
No,
Makes
no,
sense.
we have to go only fucking contra gorilla countries to get them.
I'm hanging out with Rambo to go get pussy.
We're gonna have to get a ticket to El Salvador to get there.
AK-47 and condoms. Where you going? I'm gonna get pussy in the Philippines.
It's funny you mention that because like when the internet first came out, I was like, where can I buy contra gorilla guns for a good price?
The dark web. Did the dark web even exist?
No, I don't know.
In the beginning, no, right?
I don't. You know what? It was a weird place in the beginning. Like the first time I ever seen the net was like 20 years ago, right? A friend of mine showed it to me. He showed me this really hot chick from Mardi Gras in New Orleans, right? And I go, holy crap, this thing's gonna be huge one day, right?
The internet.
This is my friend told
So
me.
you
he goes,
saw, you had the foresight. You're like,
no,
this is
no,
going to be.
seriously. My friend goes, no, it's never going to be bigger than community television. They can't regulate this. What an idiot.
Yeah, it's the biggest thing there is.
Bigger than anything.
Bigger
Biggest-
than BCAT TV.
What? There's definitely the porn is probably used more on the internet than anything
I
else.
like Gold Star porn. I'm going to some skanky deli and like some guy fucking selling you one for $10, $20 by the counter.
When I was a kid, I remember going.
Mike's old school. He needs it in his hand.
I got to
Oh, yeah,
feel.
It's like the newspaper, the old timers.
Did you keep it clean? Because I know some people would like just get the pages stuck together. I never understood
I
that.
just like, once I got the book, I threw it out after that. You know what I mean?
You used it one and done.
That's it. Boom.
The problem with when you get porn and then you use it and you get rid of it real quick so nobody finds out is later on you're like, shit, I should have held on to it for like 2 more hours.
I don't care.
I shouldn't have deleted it. I could have used it
Did you
later.
sit
I have a
there?
great
Did you sit there and
memory,
flip the pages back and forth like it's
You gotta find the you know you were
real
scrubbing
fast?
I got a great Rolodex memory when it comes to stuff like that, too. I don't need books, really.
I remember being a kid and going to Tyson Card and Gift.
Oh, yeah, the fucking guy someone
Is that
sells
where you
mother
went?
with.
Mike,
Oh,
you,
this is Staten Island talk.
Mike, you dirtball. Is that where you
Oh.
went?
Yes, you do, Paul. I've probably seen you behind the couch.
So I probably got some on your eyebrow by accident.
It's a
Wait a minute. Weren't you behind the counter?
No, I was the white guy on the other side. Of
You
the
are
counter.
the mega stuff Oreos.
It was a bodega. So we were kids. We were like
It's a
7.
bodega.
We used to call it the Gandhi shop because that wasn't racist or anything.
Not at all. That was-
God, the Gandhi shop is racist.
And then we used to go in, and to the left on a shelf was all the porn magazines. But we like was scared. It was like a force field around it. Like you can't touch it. I remember one time we went and we like lifted a page to look, and the guy was like, "Hey, don't touch it."
No, he didn't want to get. He didn't want to get in trouble. You know what I mean?
Yeah. One time I went in there with a mask.
If you guys were looking at it and he didn't stop you guys, he'd have some fucking problem on it in those days, especially.
Yeah.
Those days, imagine did that now.
Oh, forget it.
But there'd be no magazines.
No, you're
now.
right. Those days, maybe not, but now,
Yeah, now, forget it.
He'd be crucified over that.
No, but it might be a gay porno mag that he lets the little boys look at, and then he would be hailed as a hero and progressive and woke in these.
Well, everyone's
times.
preaching this no gender specific bullshit, so it doesn't matter.
No, today he would be like, winning the water.
It's okay. You 4-year-old boy, you can go look at the penis. It's okay.
You should know what you don't like.
He'd have a painted MoMA.
I remember when the Halloween mask, they became a point where they'd be all blacked out, but you could see through it if you put it on.
Oh,
Yes.
I remember those.
The year those just came out, I went in there. I was like young. I was messing around. I went in there and they were like laughing, like look at this kid with the mask. And I was like, oh, saying stupid things. Then I went, I robbed your place. They got so mad, like their whole demeanor just dropped, changed, and they were like, you don't say that in here. I'm like, everything else was a joke.
It's like a mama joke gone wrong.
It was. You don't say you robbed my store in India.
Talk about my mom's bunions
Porn sucked back then because there was no internet.
Yeah, you're talking about the
because it looked like my beard.
Before the internet. Like when did we
How shit did that come out in the late 90s, you think?
yeah,
Or
well,
maybe before that, the net.
The net.
it was a military
guess
development
late
earlier.
90s.
Oh, yeah, the military developed it a long time ago.
Yeah, but I guess it became like late 80s, I think. I remember seeing my first friend having
You're
AOL
right?
96.
I'd say late 80s, like
90s.
88, 89, maybe. I'm trying to think of
96 I
like
saw it.
Rambo and like Terminator movies.
I saw it in 96 because my friend's dad was a computer developer, so he had all the cool shit.
It was real new. It's still,
But I'd be like, can we please go online? He'd be like, no, it takes forever to like get it to go.
oh, I remember those days. Roadrunner calling a phone would have pain in the ass. Right? No,
Dial up.
Dial up. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, remember when you learned that you could get on the internet without dialing into anything? Like you just opened up.
Sal, I'm still learning.
Yeah, but it was a pain in the ass. Roadrunner, dial up, getting missing phone calls.
Or your mom would pick up the phone in the middle of
in the
everything.
middle of watching something.
But
right?
you're was porn on VHS as long as you've been around, pretty much, right? Videos.
I
yeah.
remember buying in the 80s, 70s even.
You have to go to the dirty shops.
Go to the 30-old match.
And you're coming home with a bag, like a heavy bag
I used
full
to
of.
make sure. No, but I hid the bag under my jacket.
So your mom was asking you why that was.
He concealed them like they were kilos of fucking heroin.
Yeah,
just like duct tape to his legs,
Chris is right,
his
like,
chest.
like the guy from Midnight Express, strapped with fucking hashish.
Walking like the
to my
Marshmallow
back.
Man and Ghostbusters into your room.
Like I had fucking 8 pounds of hashish strapped to my back.
So you'd walk in extra puffy, and your mom would be like, "Mike,
No, not extra puppy, just one book.
why is there right angles sticking out all your coats?"
This is 3 hours of the best shit, Mom. Leave me alone.
Yeah, but I had to make sure everybody was sleeping because I used to yell like King Kong after watching that.
Well, you know, like you have to go out sometimes, and like you'll leave your kid home for like a little bit, right? And
Yeah, like I just did now.
yeah, well, I don't want to say it, just in case there's any predators out there. There's not.
My
People
wife's
are-
home. On my words.
Oh, good.
It's a joke.
But with that period that they were alone, I remember being 12 and my best friend would be over. And if my parents went out for any length of time, we'd be like, we probably have this much time. Let's go raid my stepdad's porn stash. You know that was going
Everyone
on?
done that.
You know that was going on? There's no porn stash now, though. It's on the internet.
No, you have it in the palm of your hands.
Literally.
Literally.
But I remember
Yeah, but you guys used to raid
the porn
beer and
stash.
all kinds of shit.
The beer a little bit later because that's harder to hide. You got to get rid of the evidence. And if you couldn't buy it yourself, you're going into his
Sent
stash.
some other kid out though.
I had a friend that
Some
used to,
older guy.
we would drink his dad's vodka. And he was like, yeah, don't worry. I'll just fill it with water. It'll be fine.
Done that plenty of times too.
But then you're going to know the minute you're drinking water that
No,
somebody's
not
filling
when
your
your
vodka.
dad's a raging alcoholic and every time he hits
Oh,
the
no,
bottle, he's not going to fucking
No,
take
he's
shit.
never.
Like, oh, this is great. What is this?
He's sober for once.
What
Something's
is
wrong.
that? It's a Snapple iced tea, Dad. Relax.
But the point, I remember we'd raid the stash, and it would be whatever he had that week. And one time it was pregnant porn. I remember being horrified watching it with my best friend, who's now out of the closet.
The question is, did you finish jerking off the porn?
Well, Chris, we wouldn't go through all that. We wouldn't go through all that trouble for nothing.
There you go.
Pregnant
Wait, was
porn,
one
those
person on the
kind of men,
one person was outside the room looking out? You in there with lotion and paper towels? One guy outside the room.
Parents were out. There's no need for a lookout.
Someone has to look out. What
Yeah,
happens
but
if
you
they
know
forgot
what?
their keys?
They do come back home.
Well, you give it like 20 minutes, and we're home. We'll let them in.
Yeah, but did they tell you where they were going? This way you have to
Yeah,
know
you have to have time.
You'd have an idea.
Remember, this wasn't. You had to rewind. You had to sit there and
Oh,
physically
yeah.
fucking watch a tape. Rewind.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did.
but
You could have 20 minutes of rewind time. That cuts into the beating off time.
you're right,
That's.
because
I mean,
if they
you'll-
said you were going to Grandpa's house upstairs
Yeah.
for 3 hours, you were safe.
yeah. If you go into the to your bodega, to the Gandhi store, like you called it.
They're like, we're going to get a pack of cigarettes. That could be 5 minutes.
No,
to
you
go
wouldn't
get new,
You wouldn't do porn with that.
to
if it was
new
like 5
baby
minutes.
porn or whatever for pregnant porn.
To be fair, I only called it the Gandhi shop because the kids who
Don't get all offensive. It's
Do you
okay.
like Haji from Johnny West?
well, there could be the outrage of 2 listeners out there, you know. But the kids who took me to the store were like, "This is the Gandhi shop," and
And you always just, hey, Sal, do you want the tickets to the light? No, you talk like that.
he didn't have a stutter, but he definitely had an accent.
I tried to hide the
Stuttering
accent
Stanley.
because I didn't want people hating on me. I tried to camouflage the racist accent I just did with the stuff.
There was definitely a lot of nobody was a lookout. So I mean, everybody was in the same room,
Jerking off.
jerking off.
Were you guys racing?
I don't think we raced. There was definitely how many times could we get this done tonight? Like competition.
Until you got a ring around the head and you're shooting blanks?
Yeah, it's like dust. I made it to 6. That was my highest number. But I remember like you'd be in the same room, but you stay covered and not see each other.
Yeah.
Right. It was just it was an economics thing. It was just we have one room to do
You guys
this.
never sat in a
You made
circle,
jerk off forts.
But
Them making forts? You made jerk off
You guys
forts.
never sat
jerk
in
off.
a
Yes, jerk off. So you know about jerk off forts?
Yes.
You guys never sat in a circle.
Did you
right?
partake in jerk off forts?
Absolutely.
All right. So I thought it was like we were the only weirdos that do this. But one day
No.
I cut school with kids I never hung out with, and we went to one of the kids' houses, and he's like, "Oh, we got what was it back then? Not the hot box, but you had pay-per-view on your cable. Parents paid for pay-per-view.
Like Skinamax.
Yes, he's like, we're gonna watch that. And then I thought we were all gonna go into private areas, and they're like, no, you just cover yourself and do it here. So it's like every boy's doing this, I guess. I mean, not now with computers, right?
I'll be if I'm sitting here with my phone in my hand jerking off in front of you, it's kind of weird.
You got at least
Stop the fact I'm
Chromecast
38.
it. You got to Chromecast it to the TV. Be a pal.
That's the case. I'm shooting for distance.
Mike, did you ever do the jerk off for it when you were a kid?
I just was a solo act.
You have that great story of why you stopped drinking, right? Your cousin's wedding.
Oh, Chris,
Let me hear this, Mike.
I was a fucking Nimrod and a half. Because here's what happened, right? For years, I was in my early 20s, right? Like, for years, my family always used to throw me up against my cousin, like, oh, she did this, she's going to do that. They love comparing people, which I hated totally, right? I was 21 years old. I worked in a gas station. I worked overnight. She had a wedding in a really cool place in the city, right? On Fifth Avenue. This was the kind of place where they had, like, waiters with white gloves, that kind of fancy crap like that, right? Okay, I get there. Okay, now, like, the cocktail hour, you're supposed to have a few drinks, chill out, right, Chris? I, like, 8 or 9 rum of Cokes, pounded them down.
Did you have a
right?
bag of blow to back you up?
No.
Oh, Jesus.
But I get to the table. I see my cousin Marilyn, who's like smoking hot. She's my third cousin. Haven't seen her since she was like 12, right? I start, my mom and grandmother sit next to me, and I go, who's that hot dish over there, Mama? My mom goes, that's your third cousin, you idiot. I go, well, she's not related, actually, so why don't I, right? I kept on bothering her. Chris, I took prime rib over there and ate it like it was a fucking cheeseburger at McDonald's. Scooped it down, got it all over me, my tie. I'm banging on the table 10 minutes later. Where's my guy? The roast beef, right? The bouncer was a huge guy. I told him, fuck off, idiot. You know what I mean? My mom's cousin was an ex-Marine. He was a giant guy. He kept pushing me down in my seat to make sure I didn't get killed by this idiot over there, right? Chris, I get outside. This is the real clincher. What I hate with my family. There's like a huge picture bay window, right, where the wedding party is.
Okay.
I'm taking a piss outside by the wedding party.
Is the window open?
One hand is on my dick, and the other hand's waving at the wedding party like John Candy would.
Wiping the window because the window's not open and you peed on the window.
They're like, how bad is that, Chris? And they hated me for a decade.
Did you pull your pants all the way down to pee like a 3-year-old? Did you do? Oh, man.
Chris, how bad was that?
They didn't disown you? You still have a family?
Yeah, but you know what? On the way home, this is like in the early 80s, there were homeless people.
Sorry, my wife was saying there was no sound on Facebook
really?
Live, but there is. I just checked it. Thank God.
In those days, they didn't call homeless people. They called them bag people, right? They were
Did you?
in the city.
The bag. Wait, so nobody
Bag
was
lady.
homeless? Everybody was a bag
They
person?
called them bag ladies or bag guys. They didn't really know what to call them.
Wait, are you saying bed or bag?
Bag.
BAG.
Like a bag?
Like a
Bag
bag.
lady.
You know, I just thought we called them what they were. Bums! You dirty bums!
No, but so we're driving.
Get out of my property, you dirty
We're
bums!
driving in the Bowery. My mom told me I'm opening the door. My friend's Pinto yelling, You need a ride, guys. It's this way. You know?
Oh, your mom must have hated you that night.
I had guys. Have
You
guys
embarrassed
Have
her.
you guys ever had like a 2-day hangover? Not just one. That was
You're the
time I did.
product of her reproductive system.
I'm a-
You came out of her.
Yeah, but it's really
She
crazy,
brings
though.
you to a wedding as an adult male, and you're blowing the wedding up, and then on the way home.
But the worst thing of all was, they banned certain drunks from the family that knew we're going to carry on over that. They weren't allowed. They
no
banned,
enabling in your
They banned
family.
certain drunks in the family. They knew would give them shit.
Did you get
And I
banned?
gave them shit.
Did you get banned?
And I
Mikey,
gave them all the shit they can handle.
Mikey, did you get banned?
They hated me, and they're fully Italian on that side of the family, so they wanted to fucking throw me in a river someplace.
So they would definitely open up your envelope at the table, adding more money for your whole pissing incident. Because if the cocktail or Venetian hours suck, you know the Italians they only do cash at weddings, so they can start pulling money out of their envelopes.
As they should.
My cousin's husband, right? That she married this guy, owns like a garbage disposal business in Jersey. So I knew I would have been taken out with the garbage if I was an idiot.
Hey, you're lucky nothing
Hey, Mike,
happened to you.
are they hiring this garbage disposal company?
I don't know.
'Cause I need a job.
But then he's weird though.
Did you keep drinking after that, or was that it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that was.
What was
I had to wash away the memories.
What was bottom after that? What was the final
When I was
straw?
82, I just stopped. I drank another 15 years after that.
Wow.
Yeah, but the thing is, how much of an asshole is that though? That's really out of hand. I mean,
I need some more water.
Yeah, you were harassing the bums.
but it's only 21 years old. But that shouldn't matter though. Drunk is a drunk. Am I right or wrong?
I guess it is.
If you're out of control drunk, age shouldn't really matter.
No, when you're 5 doing shots of Fireball, you got problems.
Anybody watch the debates? You watch the debates?
I'm not political at all. No.
I'm with Mike on this.
I asked you to watch the debates.
And what I say? What was my response?
It's Shark Week.
It's fucking Shark Week. I am not
Chris, I
watching.
don't blame you because I don't know hardly anything about politics, and I don't want to know nothing about those knuckleheads because
I don't know. I find it. It's Shark Week, isn't it? Now that we have YouTube, isn't it always Shark Week? You can watch Sharks. You don't have
You
to
sound
wait.
like my wife. She's like, it's Shark Week every fucking day.
Yeah, you don't have to wait. People used to have to wait for Shark Week and they get all excited. I never got Shark Week. What's the big fucking deal about it? My
Yeah, but
brother loves it. Everybody loves it. I don't like Shark
yeah,
Week.
but you got to see what animals are like. They're wild.
Every week, it's just they show you a shark floating by. They're like, the shark does this.
Yeah, but
Sharks
you gotta
don't
know
float; they swim. They
Yeah, but now you know if you're going on vacation someplace, what to fucking run away from if you can.
I don't think you can run. I think of that still when I get in the water. Is there going to be a shark just floating up and swimming up and getting me?
That's why I don't go to the beach. That's why I don't go to the beach.
Is that why you don't go to the beach, Mike? It's because I don't think there's any buses that go to Sandy
I don't
Hook.
want to get bit by a jellyfish or on the asshole shit in the water, really. That's why.
When was the last time you've been to a beach?
Where?
When was the last time you've been to a beach?
Oh, a long time.
What beach was it?
Right by Midland Avenue, where I used to live.
Oh, good.
Yes.
And if it's been years, that means that beach was like really dirty. Like the grass was
Well, put it
syringes.
this way, that beach has been dirty for the past 100 years at least.
Yeah, but it was really bad in like the 80s and
I'll give you a
90s.
good example, right? I remember reading the paper, probably like in the 80s, that they said the water out here was bad back in 1918 to avoid it because it was bad then. So who knows how long it's been bad?
Do you remember the boardwalk there? That's
Yeah.
there now. But then my mom was like, that's where the gay men go to.
Oh, those fruitcakes used to go to score over there. Yeah. Sorry.
What exactly were they scoring?
Mike, what were they scoring?
What's that?
What were they scoring? What were they scoring?
Scoring fucking for they weren't scoring vagina, that's for sure.
They're scoring foreskins.
I got 8 foreskins tonight. Good night. Good night.
Yeah, but you know what?
shit,
If
you
you're gonna
beat
go
me.
to stuff like that, have your own private places. It's horrible.
Maybe they didn't have anywhere else to go. The boardwalk.
Make your own place.
Under the boardwalk.
I'll be sucking some balls
Under the boardwalk.
I'll
Like-
be
it was
coming
like that-
on
it was like that
balls.
movie.
Under the
Police Academy.
boardwalk.
The Blue Oyster.
I'm gonna get my asshole laid under the
It was
boardwalk.
like the Blue Oyster and Police Academy.
Do you think that's what that song was about? I think he was telling you where to go. Like it was a secret code. Like, hey, you need to get this done under the
Getting
boardwalk.
laid for sure, absolutely.
I mean, you go under the boardwalk for a lot of reasons.
What other reasons?
Go get your drugs.
Get high under there, drink,
Pass
kill
out.
somebody under there. Who knows?
Nah,
Thank you,
Not
Mike. See, it's the boardwalk. It's a very.
I guess you need some
People probably
imagination.
kill
It's the
people.
underworld. It's like Stranger Things.
3 feet under. It's the
No,
underworld.
people probably rob people under there, sell drugs, kill people.
If you get robbed under a boardwalk,
You deserve it
It's
because you're
your
under
fault.
there for no reason.
what are you doing? Just creeping around the pillars? Hey, look at me.
Same reason if you get robbed using an ATM at 3 a.m. in the
Well,
city.
what if you need some cash at 3 in the morning?
No, but you could be wrong.
For what good reason you taking cash out at 3 in the morning?
What cocaine dealer answers the phone before
That's
3
not a good
a.m.?
reason to take out cash. It's so something bad. If you OD, will you get shot underneath the boardwalk for copping your 8-ball? Guess what? You deserve it.
The under the boardwalk's gonna be a terrible place to do cocaine. All that sand, it would all get mixed
What
up
are you
with the
snorting?
cocaine.
I don't know. It's I think I just snorted a hermit crab.
The movie The Warriors was under the boardwalk.
The whole movie?
Well, part of it.
What, Warriors?
The
Coney
Warriors.
Island.
Coney Island.
Yeah.
Coney Island. People talk really good about Coney Island sometimes. And Lisa brought me there for one of my birthdays in like the last 5 years. I had a good time. I always get the raw clams.
How is it now? I've never been there in a long time.
But that's the thing. Coney Island's fine, the amusement part of it. But like, I delivered my brother-in-law's beverage route just in the stores. It's like not a good place.
No,
Like,
it's very hood.
I saw a guy yelling. I'm like, why is he yelling at me while I was double parked?
Wait, you saw one guy?
I got out of the van and he
Welcome
was
to
just,
Brooklyn.
he was just yelling at himself. Like he was just having a full-on screaming match with himself.
yeah, but it
Schizophrenic.
changed so much because, like, when I
Has
was
it?
growing up, New York was like you go to like Williamsburg, gangs were killing people there in the 70s. And
It was
before.
very gang oriented back in the day. Yeah.
Now it's like this.
What's your orientation? Gang.
Now it's all like fucking hipsters with $14 cupcakes.
Wait, this
over
is
there.
the thing. As much as I can't stand a hipster, I kind of like hipsters because they're like the immune system that comes in and cleans out all the trash, right? Not saying that any type of certain people is trash, but in bad neighborhoods, they go in there, they risk their lives to put it in a Starbucks, and all of a sudden it's like really high value real estate, and the whole place turns around is like yuppies with dogs. Thank God that happened.
I got a latte and a Shih Tzu. I'm
I
taking
I know
over.
it's like
I'm taking over Brownsville. Let's
It's
go.
like- it's like-
I don't need no guns. I need a
Fuck
Shih
your
Tzu
guns.
and a
You know, like
teacup
shit.
yoki.
even like the city
I
like
got a
Al-
smart car.
even like the
and a
city like
paddleboard.
Alphabet City years ago, some junkie would fucking kill you with a screwdriver for $5. Now there's fucking $18 fucking cupcakes over there.
So we
you know?
walked through.
Now the screwdriver costs $25, so they can't even afford that.
I would have stabbed you with a screwdriver, but I can't afford
It
it.
costs you $24.
It cost me $30 to stab you. I might as well go use this and make some money with it.
We walk through New York now, and it's just no big deal. But like, yeah, my mom pointed out when I went over the Brooklyn Bridge with her one day. She pointed to that area to the right that's like $1 million apartments now, and she was like, "You wouldn't even walk through here like 20 years ago.
No,
you
not
couldn't."
at all.
So how did you get around back?
You stayed away from me. You knew where you were going. That's for them. Sure.
Yeah, but you would go to Times Square, right, to get some fake IDs, go to the peep shows.
But very carefully though. You gotta watch your back. That's for sure.
I can't even imagine because I was a child of at least 5 and up in the 90s when Giuliani turned New York into a place that was livable.
Well, but you know what? New York was still kind of shady up until like the early 2000s in some places.
Until the Arabs blew all the shade off of it.
probably like in the early 2000s. It was starting to make
Hence
that's
my
when it
hammer.
really changed.
Can't
Like,
trust
you know,
Sal. That's why I walk around with a hammer.
Even like in the early 2000s.
Well,
it was
cuticle
still making a
hammer.
change over. It took about 10 years for it to change, maybe more.
I just can't imagine New York that there was just prostitutes on the street like it was no big deal.
It
All
was
over
like
the place.
Baltimore, Maryland. It was fucking a nightmare.
Did you used to go frequent some of these?
I used to meet street hookers, yeah.
I used to meet him. Hi, I'm Mike. How are you?
You could meet them down as far downtown by Delancey Street.
Is that where it started? So where were the best ones at? Was there like a difference in quality from downtown to
I always used to
midtown?
go to skanky ones for like, would walk into a house, there'd be some mafia guy at the door. Like some
Anything to
big
save
fat
a buck,
guy.
Mike.
Mafia guys, you went all out, huh?
Oh, yeah. He'd get up there. He wouldn't really look at you. You couldn't give him eye contact.
He was like, I
They
can't
take
believe this is how I
He'd
feed
take
my
you to the
kids.
room. Then there'd be like a blackboard. Woman's names on there. You pick them out, give them money.
Blackboard.
Blackboard.
Wait,
yeah.
so it was like Gone in 60 Seconds? You looking for like the Shelby? Like,
Yeah, it was like-
Eleanor? You looking for
There was one woman named Buffalo Annie. That was her name.
Buffalo.
just by her name? I wouldn't pick her.
Oh, you knew what she looked like, didn't you?
She was an older housewife.
Did you go take a romp with Buffalo Annie?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like you.
Did you?
Oh God, I feel like you
Yeah,
kind
but
of.
you know what though? But think about it.
Sounds like something at Buffalo Wild Wings. You like a
But
sandwich you would
think
get.
about it, because my friend wound up getting fucked up over there.
It's very cheesy.
Yeah, but my friend wound up getting fucked up over there because
Be careful.
Think
The
about
discharge is hot.
think
Hold
about
on, Mike. Hold on. I gotta unpack this. I gotta unpack it. So Buffalo Annie. I feel like Buffalo Annie is like the first week I'd be like, I'm not that stupid. But after a while, you're like, I gotta try the Buffalo Annie. I gotta try.
it. No, the thing is, right?
Is it happy hour with Buffalo Annie? you get that 4 to 8.
4 to 8, she's half off. So Buffalo Annie.
Well, but the thing about her was, right? But the bottom line was, right?
What was her outfit, Mike? I need to know. I need to get a visual like
But
in
the
my
thing
mind.
is,
What was she wearing?
the skanky the woman, the best chance you had of catching any shit on you, diseases, because nobody
course.
wanted them. Must go for the skanky
Oh,
ones.
they had less
Think
people.
about it, because the hot ones, everybody wanted to do, right? One day, there was this really hot girl who was from Peru, right? She's wearing the red dress. I went there with my friend Joe. He pushed me out of the way, that douchebag.
To get the Peruvian Pamela.
He did it. A couple of weeks later, when he went to the bathroom, we went, ah! He had to have his dick lifted up with a popsicle stick after that.
He said, I should have had some buffalo. I should have tried the buffalo Annie.
His dick was burning and screaming like an Indian chief for the next few weeks after that.
Did
he had to lift his dick up with a fucking popsicle stick.
Did you try Buffalo Annie? Buffalo Annie, did you try her more than once? Or was that?
Oh, yeah, she's my right steady customer.
That you Trista, Trista, what was that word?
Yeah, like,
Yo, BA, Mike's here. Get out of here. It's your regular.
I almost wound up sending a birthday
comes out with
You were going to send a birthday card?
I'm only kidding.
Don't lie to me, Mike. As long as the card comes from the Dollar Tree, it's okay. Start paying $7 for a fucking Hallmark card from fucking Buffalo Annie. We got problems.
Buffalo Annie be like, Mike, I got to cut it off. It's going too far. You're sending me $7 Hallmark card.
And you gave me $1 scratch off.
I'm Buffalo Annie, Mike.
But I went there so much. I started going there so much. I became good friends with the mafia guys. The daughter was at the door. So I go, one day I walk in there, I go, where's so-and-so?
Buffalo Annie.
He wasn't there, right? I go, where's so-and-so? And the guy goes, he's on vacation.
No, we know what that means.
Right? And I go, what do you mean? He goes, you don't know what vacation means? I go, no. He goes, he took a trip someplace.
Did you keep asking him until you told you the guy was dead?
I figured he was dead when they say that. He goes, he's on vacation. I'm like, all right, yeah.
Buffalo Annie's still here. I don't care what this guy is.
Yeah, as long as Buffalo Annie's still there. She couldn't have taken vacation.
Yeah.
The cargo charges
Right,
alone.
so, Mike, I need to know her outfit.
But I wound up banging that girl my friend had. Nothing happened to me, though.
She got cleaned out by then.
Very lucky,
Was Buffalo Annie upset that you upgraded?
No, she didn't care because that girl
She understood
was from Peru,
she looked up.
smoking hot with a red dress.
Buffalo Annie looked
she
up.
growled at me. That's what made me pick her out.
Like a tiger or like a bear?
No, like a bison.
Because she goes, I looked at her. She goes,
like a fucking llama.
You went to.
She goes.
So when you went to Peru to the Peruvian chick, did Buffalo Annie look up from her trough and go, she understood. Did you ever come in to get Buffalo Annie and like you gotta wait? She's on her grazing break. What'd she look like?
She had to tie her snout up a little bit.
What'd she look like, Mike?
She was an older housewife, so it's hard.
But was she like? Was she?
Did she have like a fucking?
Fat.
Why did they call her Buffalo Annie?
That's where she lived. I think I don't know.
What with a buffalo?
From upstate.
Oh, from Buffalo. I forgot that's a place. I just thought she likes hot sauce.
That's why I want to know what she was wearing. I need a visual here. Buffalo Annie. I'm just picturing.
No, but there was another one, an older,
a hefty set,
older, like
redheaded.
Before the older one, could we Buffalo? So you thought she was redheaded? I want to know what you pictured her as.
Heavy set, redheaded with some like you know like when the big
Chris
women wear like
heavy set but blondish.
Okay, and then wearing high heels, wear a fat foot like the pinky toes like hanging off the side of it.
Oh God.
Right? Like
Chris
one of those.
It just broke from walking.
Chris could have been a sketch artist for the police department. He got
I thought she was a heavy-set brunette wearing like a burlap sack and like a hairy tuft around her chest.
But she had a sexy voice. She was like, "Come."
I almost picture her as like the
baby."
face of like Walmart. Like if you see people at Walmart, like she'd be like
Yes,
the president of these kind of people that come through Walmart.
She definitely retired and like works as a baggage lady at Walmart. Is she cheaper than the Peruvian chick?
Same price.
What?
$10.
If I was a Peruvian,
$10. What was $10 get you?
$10. You got half and half. What you banged? You suck. You blow you. You know, it's like.
Half and half. Let me get the half and half Buffalo Annie.
Is that where the cream came from in the coffee? Let me get half and half.
I'm like half. Give me half and half, right?
I think the cream came afterwards with the Peruvian chick. Oof.
But you tipped them though too ahead of time, and they get a better job for you then.
Really? A little more effort into it.
But $10, it's fucking.
Well, what happens
insane.
if you did tip? Like even if you're like Applebee's, if you tip your waitress first, would you get better service?
So tell me about this other chick, the older chick.
What's that?
The older lady.
Oh, her name was Elizabeth, I think.
Elizabeth.
She was like Ecuadorian or something, and she would go, "Reba, Andre," when you banged her. I loved it. It got me excited.
when you banged Buffalo Annie, did you say giddy up?
Banging Elizabeth was like fucking. You felt like Speedy Gonzalez was in a room with you.
Did it smell like Pepe Le Pew? Was the problem?
Well, I saw a picture of you when you were younger. I'm guessing around those times you were like a muscly, thin set guy.
Well, everybody looks like me eventually when life goes on, you know.
Well, at those times though, when you were more svelte, was that when you were visiting Buffalo Annie?
No, I was in better shape then, in my 30s. But the thing is, you know what? I recently started doing stuff again, like a few weeks ago. Not the gym or walking,
buying
but
prostitutes,
stretching out, stretching the body.
When he said,
but the thing is, you wouldn't believe. But seriously,
were you thinking what I was thinking when he's like, I started doing stuff again while we're talking about prostitutes? I thought you were going to tell me I started.
But the thing is,
I broke out my bag of toys, and I've been on the internet since that's popping. And I'm looking for Buffalo Annie.
At
Buffalo Annie.
Google it right now.
But by doing these stretches, though, it lets out. The body has a lot of stuff. A lot of body. Some people have a lot of anger inside the body. It lets it out.
I'm so happy it's not even funny.
But Annie is probably like in her 40s at least then.
She could be dead, Mike.
Back then, well, now.
It's just like.
Oh yeah, how old was she then?
30-something years ago.
So she's 40 now. I'd make her like 10. So hopefully not.
She might have been about 45.
That means you like them real young, Mike.
There's going to be a documentary about you called Children of the Buffalo.
Well, I was about 26 or 27. She had to be 45 at least or more.
Then.
Yeah.
So she's like, Mike, Buffalo Annie's 85 right now. God bless her heart. What if she saw you and they, Michael, is that you?
No, she's fucking, oh no.
So she comes up and just slaps you in the face with a pussy lip. She's just hanging.
What do you call it? I almost got laid in a regular comedy show in Long Island years ago. That was crazy. But some old German lady, the one that baked me a cake.
was that German for?
You sure you weren't in prison and there was like a crowbar in the cake?
Wow. Buffalo Annie and Elizabeth. I wonder if they remember you. You remember them.
I don't even care really. It's just a quick thing.
They're probably like, Mike was such a sweet. Remember Mike, Elizabeth? Oh, BA. I definitely do.
This is on East 12th and 2nd Avenue.
So you have to go to Manhattan just to get laid.
Yeah,
it's a long
they had
trip.
them all over the city. You had to know where to go.
You took the ferry?
No, my friend drove in.
Oh, nice. It was a plane.
Plus, we had to give
you want to go bang Buffalo Annie tomorrow?
How about we just invent Grubhub for vagina?
We had to give him a card. The guy
That's an idea.
We had to give a guy a card.
A membership card?
No, not a membership card. Like some fake faulty business, like it was a florist or whatever. Would hand it to the guy. They'd have to buzz you in, look you over, and then let you in.
Did they punch your card like a value customer? No. You hit
like
the
7-Eleven.
The big guy that was my friend at the door looked you up and down right away.
Every 12 Buffalo Annies, you get an Elizabeth.
Every fourth blowjob is free.
Wow, Mike. New York was nobody. I didn't really grow up. I can't speak for Chris. I didn't really grow up like that because like the city was changing. But
I kind of wish I grew up when you guys did.
Really?
I don't.
Think of all the Buffalo Annie you would have missed.
Yeah, but you know what? You had to go after the real woman then. Be a man.
Yeah. But like even like my son growing up, he'll never know like because that shit. It's like
you don't want your son to know what Buffalo Annie is.
But I don't. It's amazing though that he'll never understand. Like this was an everyday thing of life.
No, because Carter's gonna sit there and he's gonna have friends that are degenerates. He's gonna have his Mikes. He's gonna have his Chris. He's gonna have his Sal's. He's gonna live through other people because I'm never gonna meet a Buffalo Annie. I'm living it through Mike right now. That's why I want to know what the hell she's wearing.
We're at an age we can know Mike in the twilight.
You have to be confident in the fact that you're raising your son to be right. Like I know my son's out there doing retarded shit, but not as bad as what I used to do.
But he'll never.
His friends are.
You know what it is? Times change. People don't at all.
No,
right,
people don't change.
The way
people don't change at all.
My son let my son do a ring and run. I don't know.
They
2 months ago,
they still do it.
Not realizing everyone has a fucking ring on their. So next thing you know, like an hour later, my sister-in-law she posted, she sent me the video because it was posted on like a ring like internet thing in the community, and you see my nephew and my son going up, ringing the doorbell and running. We used to do that shit all the time. We used to sit there in the house and call up like 15 car services to one house.
Oh yeah,
and have a one-way street blocked up for hours.
You should just watch one.
Now they have caller ID and shit. You can't do that no more.
You would watch.
No. Now it's like kids
star 6-7 sometimes. But we used to watch as one car would arrive and he'd be waiting. Like, what's taking so long for these people to come out of the house? And then the next car would arrive. And it'd be like coincidence, maybe. Third car arrives. They're like, we got had.
It's over.
I was thinking that the other day because we used to ring and run, and we used to be actually scared that if we got caught,
there'd
be any kind of real trouble from it. But I thought about it today. Like, would anybody even care anymore? Like, I would look at my Nest Cam and I'd go, "Oh, it's a stupid kid. At least I didn't have to get up." And I wouldn't pursue it or put it on Facebook.
No. The only time you get mad is if you have a young child in the house and the baby's going to sleep and you ring the bell, and that's about the only time you probably get. Yeah, right. Exactly. That's about it. But if you're ringing and running my house at like 10 o'clock at night, we'll grab you and punch a 7-year-old in the face.
Is your 12-year-old out at 10 o'clock at night?
I will tackle you like Hackleberry from Police Academy. You ring your bell.
Is your 12-year-old out at
I'll attack you like Lawrence Taylor. Do lines off your toe.
You get in trouble for that? I thought of that. If you just tackle one of these little shits.
Kid just got what I read? The kid that they were playing dodgeball, and the black kid hit the white kid with the ball. He got hurt, and now the black kid's getting charged with some kind of
being black while hitting kids.
So crazy the way this world is.
He got charged with like some kind of crime. A 10-year-old black kid.
I remember we graduated.
It's crazy because like there are things you guys never seen that I did, and things your son is going to see you never seen up that come.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're the generation before us, so we have you to talk to hear about these times. As time goes on and we become the older generation, we don't have these stories. We didn't see a lot of this stuff, and it just gets watered down as time goes until eventually the worst thing.
Unless we get some shitty maze in the next 10 years. You know?
One day your son's going to be Mike Bocchetti, and he's going to be like,
but
when I was younger, we would ring doorbells and end up on Facebook about it, and the young kids would be like, oh my God.
The only reason why New York would stay that bad for generations was because the city was corrupt and all bullshit maze and nonsense and corruption, political stuff, because they didn't care about the city. And then Giuliani, people ragging Giuliani, but he made the city safe.
Well, you were enjoying yourself. Buffalo Annie, Mike.
Yeah, but you know, after a while, you still have to grow up, and you're like, is Annie really that much enjoyable? They get people mugged and killed over here.
You tell me, Mike. You were visiting her. Did you used to think like I can't wait to go? Did you ever come to call?
The neighborhood was a shitty neighborhood too at the time. So.
What neighborhood was it?
The East Village, which wasn't great in those days.
The East
No, it was
Village.
I don't think that many places in the city were good at that time.
I still don't think they
Staten
are.
Island and parts of Brooklyn were much safer than the city and ever was, right?
Staten Island, like growing up in Brooklyn, I always thought Staten Island was like country for me when I was younger.
It's funny you say that.
There was some rough areas. My aunt grew up in Brooklyn on President Street. That was a rough area at one time.
Mike, you live in Staten Island your whole life, right?
My brother-in-law lived by Garfield Street, where Al Capone lived. I think that's Park Slope.
In Chicago?
No, in New York.
I thought Al Capone was a Chicago
He's
guy.
from Brooklyn originally.
Oh, like that was.
Yeah,
like,
what's up, Brooklyn?
he was there in like the 1920s, right?
Before that, a little bit. But he was from downtown by Court Street in Brooklyn.
You've been on Staten Island your whole life, right?
Yeah.
I love talking to people that have lived here since they were born, because they'll tell you shit about Staten Island you'd never think. Like the Tottenville was the country.
Oh, Tottenville, Chris, was like goddamn upstate New York.
Like once you cross Richmond Avenue, it was like farms, and everybody was like.
Where do you live if you live Chris, on Staten Island? You live.
Give me the address over there.
That address.
Was it Oakwood Heights? Like
oh, okay.
Guyan and Amboy.
Oh, by Guyan. Okay, cool.
Is that where you live now?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I might ask you a favor later.
You live by Justino's. I order pizza there all the time. Love that place.
I said off air only.
I love Justino's. I order pizza there all the time.
I was going to ask you.
This a little too sweet.
He lives right there. I was going to ask you to drive him home, so I didn't have to drive all the way there.
That's where you live?
I live in New York.
Well, he lives below the boulevard by you. He lives. You go down tight. Right there, like on. Is that okay? If it's not, I'll take him.
That's not a problem.
It's just you're going that way.
Just don't touch me, Mike.
No, I'm nothing.
Well, if he doesn't touch you, then he's gonna think he's gonna have to touch me when I pick him up. You're gonna ruin the whole.
All right, fine.
Did
we just become best friends?
Everybody plays changed.
I would have loved to seen this place when it was open, like where I used to live, kind of where he is now. Guyan Avenue, but below the boulevard, all the way down by Mill Road.
Okay.
I lived there. I lived all around there growing up, but like the last place I lived before I left for the army was right there. And there was this huge, like you see those like Victorian houses there.
Yeah.
It wasn't a Victorian house, but it was a huge house. And behind it was like a block of just forest, because it was a vegetable garden like in the 1940s that just overgrew and became, the whole block became, it was this guy who owned it is his family's property since he was a kid. And real estate agents always trying to buy it up because they could turn it into 1 million attached houses.
Without doubt. Staten Island.
I remember they would come. He used to have 2 classic Bel Air cars, and they like one day like his window was broken because he didn't sell his house, shit like that. And
they tried to strong arm him.
I saw a picture in the newspaper when his house was the only house there, and the block I lived on was just a dirt for as far as the eye could see.
Wow,
just amazing. I wish I saw it back then.
I wasn't even here yet, probably right now.
No, but you eventually were while he was there. Yeah. Or the weeds.
That might have been 50 years before me.
That whole beach area was a resort town before. in
that whole gated thing in there, right in the back by.
not even just New York. That was resorts, like in the early 1900s.
Like when Our Lady of Lourdes is that gated place.
I don't know what that is.
Our Lady of Lourdes. That just sounds scary. I don't even think Jesus goes there.
Church.
They wouldn't even hire Buffalo Annie over there.
God's like, oh hell no.
Oh hell no!
Hell no.
Hell no, Buffalo Annie. Buffalo Annie. Like, I feel like you need to write a ballad about her.
Buffalo Annie.
You made my dick burn.
You made my dick burn, and then went, you fucking whore.
Did she call you Michael?
I never let her know my first name, so yeah.
Did you used to call her Buffalo Annie? What would you call her when you were?
I call her Anna.
Oh.
Oh, you're on first name basis, huh? Did you buy a Christmas gift?
No,
Okay.
almost.
Almost.
Close.
What do you buy, Big Annie? Well, Buffalo Annie.
Buffalo Annie. Would the other girls get jealous if you bought her
They
a
don't
card?
give a shit. It's all money, really.
You'd pick off a chalkboard, you said, right?
Yeah, they'd be sitting by the chalkboard, too.
So what did you just pick the girl by what you're looking at? Or would you have to go to the chalkboard, match them to the chalkboard?
No,
You must.
just go.
Oh, you point. You wouldn't say anything. You wouldn't
It's
say
like
anything.
sign language, almost like.
Did they get star ratings? Or like 3 stars next to one? Like,
They
you know,
should
star?
have. They definitely
No?
should have had them.
They had Mike had a rating like an Uber passenger. So what? Did they have Buffalo Annie written on the board?
No, they just have like BA. You
Bravo Alpha. Bravo Alpha. I said Bravo Alpha.
More like Alpha.
Wow, Mike.
Buffalo Annie.
Stuff. Oh. So what's going on with you? Like your stock industry shirt. I didn't know you were into the MCU and shit.
Thanks to my wife.
She likes those movies.
Yes. Gonna watch Endgame now.
It's on digital HD.
It is.
Have you,
Bios, baby.
have you seen it yet?
I have not seen it.
You're gonna have
We
some
went through
tears. You're gonna have some tears.
I'm not having tears.
I had tears 5 times on that movie.
I had tears in Shark Week last night. Hammerhead Shark died.
Dude, fuck sharks. Fuck sharks. Who's the bad guy in Shark Week? Is it ever the shark? Because they kind of got big sharp teeth.
Sharks are the bad guy.
Always.
Always.
People provoke them, probably.
I don't know. I haven't seen anybody out there with a stick provoking a shark.
It's not a good idea.
Under the boardwalk. Buffalo Annie, Mike. My life mission is to now reunite you with Buffalo Anna.
Okay.
I'm about to write a book on Buffalo Annie.
See outside the door.
I got to learn how to write first.
I'll play guitar outside the window. Oh, Anna.
There's a chapter in your book called Mike Bocchetti.
Absolutely.
He was a sweet boy. She's like 80 at the end of the documentary. You find her. You find Buffalo Anna.
We don't have to go.
She has a
Anna's dead. I'm like, well,
I want to fuck a corpse.
No, but you should make it sentimental. We all go visit her grave. Like, Mike, it's Anna.
That's not happening. I'm not
Reunited.
going to visit her grave.
And then we'll dig her up, and then you could fuck a corpse.
I don't know where her grave is.
She's probably in the East River, Mike.
maybe some of the
She's
people
probably
go-
cremated. Just dip your cigarette in there, smoke it.
Oh, I just keep fucking remembering that the life insurance called me when I was driving back with Mike, that they wanted to give me that test. Well, you gave me a solution, right?
Yes.
I'm scared still.
Sal, you're always scared.
I think I'm less scared now than I used to be. Chris knows me as a very panicky type guy.
Yes.
Everybody has their quirks.
That's Sally
I'm
Quirks right
loaded
there.
with them.
I missed a call.
I hope it's not from Terrible Take.
No,
Terrible Tim. I actually have some emails from Terrible Tim. I wonder why Lisa called.
Chris, has
What's
Sal
up?
ever told you about Terrible Tim?
Terrible Tim.
This guy looks like
You should know by now. The guy with the emails.
Yes, you told me about him.
he's like older. He's my age, maybe, right? You think, Sal? Maybe, right? I don't really know.
He's your age, Mike?
Maybe he is, right? But he had like a community television show around forever, probably like 30 years at least.
Okay.
But he looks like one of the bikers on Breaking Bad, one of the meth head guys.
He belongs in Son of Anarchy?
All right, we're gonna do Terrible Tim emails, and then we're gonna wrap it up because I gotta put the baby to sleep.
Not if I have something to say about it.
Wait, when was the last time you saw Terrible Tim?
Oh, Thursday at the Twin Show. He was there.
Oh, he was. Did he go up?
No, he just like I told him that from the audience. I don't know if he's mad at me. I go, Tim, you look like one of the prison gang baggers in Breaking Bad.
I think
I heard his laugh, so
Okay.
that might have been good.
Terrible Tim wrote in on the anniversary of the moon landing that was just recent, the 50th anniversary. And he wanted to know Chris Brooks' opinion on what he calls the fake moon landing.
The fake moon landing. This is the Neil Armstrong?
Is this the Neil Armstrong? Yes, Neil Armstrong was the
Not
first
the
man.
Lance Armstrong, right?
No, both testicles on the moon.
With steroids.
So what do you think? Is it fake? Do you think it's real? What?
I don't know. I saw Transformers, and I saw all the footage from Transformers, The Fallen.
You see where this goes, Tim?
I don't know.
And what happened in that movie? We went to
Megatron was already on the moon.
There's your proof, Tim.
Yeah, but it could be not real because everybody was super high on acid and drug
There you
addicts
go.
ran rampant then.
But Tim believes that the moon landing's fake, and I feel
Could be.
could
Who
be.
knows?
It's debatable.
And he's got proof.
I mean, it sounds bad, but our government did a lot of bad, wicked shit to people.
But Tim has proof.
Since Washington's been in office, not just now.
Tim has proof though why it's fake, but Chris also has proof why it's real. We went to the moon and we pissed off Megatron, and that's why we were attacked by Megatron. It's real and it happened because it was on film. We saw it, right?
Yeah, and Bumblebee is in my garage right now.
Tim thought it was a movie
He knows
studio.
Bumblebee. He knows Chris Brooks knows Bumblebee. Tim.
Personally.
Tim thought it was a movie studio. That's what he said. I'm like, Paramount Pictures shot the moon landing.
It's possible.
I wouldn't doubt anything. I never doubt anything at all.
I mean, we're about to have taking flights to the moon soon. You can buy your ticket to go there and hang out.
Yeah, but the sick thing is, like 50 years ago, when I was growing up, everybody thought, wow, we went to the moon. We'll be going to Jupiter, Mars, and everybody thought it was going to be like something gigantic.
What do you think it was going to be overnight? It takes.
No, not overnight, but at least more stuff would have happened by now.
All right. Mike, thank you for coming.
Thank you, Sal. It was fun, man.
Chris,
Chris,
thank you.
great
for
job.
coming.
It was so much fun.
Thank
man.
you.
Have you back next week, hopefully.
Yes, I'll be back.
He'll be back. Hopefully you will be too.
It was fun. I had a great time. Food was great. I had a fun time out with you guys.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Thank you, Mike.
Fun. Buffalo Anna, man.
Anna, wherever you are, thanks for a good time, baby.
Let me see your uterus.
I'll show you my pee-pee one day.
All right. Everybody, thanks for listening. At Slant Show, at Southcola Comedy, at Brooks
Well, she knows what
517,
it looks like already, so it don't matter.
at Mike Bocchetti, Bocchetti.
Thank you, Sal.
Everybody, thanks for listening, and we will talk to you next week.
Peace.
Let me end the Facebook.
That was fun, Chris. It went by fast.
Did. Calm my nerves, Mike. Did good.
I'm glad you did great, Chris. You're funny, man. Just be yourself. Who cares what people think? You should never worry what anybody thinks.
I
never
I
do.
agree with you on that.